looks like they are getting a bit picky. So, guys, Raze, part 2, continuation and finishing of episode 2 of season 2 of Dexter. So, apologies on that. It's a good thing I am continuing to keep checking because which is actually kind of sad. I only had like maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes max of the episode, and they cut it right at this part. So, I'm like, bro, what the really? Like, damn. What are the odds of that? So, apologies on that. So, I should have definitely not went more than 2 from the start. I'm definitely regretting that. Good lord, because now they're seeming to, commence back. So I guess if I have to do 2 parts going forward, then it is what it is. I guess I have to, I apologize, but it's nothing I can do. I'm it's on their end. So, go for 5 likes, that'd be awesome. So, obviously, it's split into 2 parts. This might be the case going forward. I might have to do this. I'm going to try my best to hopefully not. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to squeeze both episodes in before it cuts out. But I unfortunately can't promise that, obviously. So, it's possible what I might do too is maybe put a little mirror in the back too, you know what I mean? So I don't have to keep getting up, you know what I mean? I could just have it look or something like that, you know what I mean? Or maybe a reflection of some sort, I don't know. Just so that way then I could see, to make sure that everything's working like it should. So 5 likes, that'd be awesome. Subscribe, you guys are new, would appreciate it. Links for everything in the description. The playlist of Dexter will be in the description as well. I did back it up just a smidge. It didn't miss much. Not much more happened. I am happy that I checked it before it, before that happened, or before I finished it and then realized, but yeah. So unfortunately, that's the case. That is what happened. Nothing that I can do, unfortunately. It's on their end, so they're being picky, unfortunately. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna continue where we left off. Okay. Maybe he said too much. No. 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 Why'd you say yes to that? Was that a good thing that he said that? I don't know. Wow. Oh! That was tight. Oh, Lord. Damn. Oh! What the hell? He's obviously just seeing this. That was fucking creepy. That was not expected. My goodness. That creeped the hell out of me. Oh man, that's creepy. Wow. Another 10 out of 10, honestly. We're still good, are we? Okay. No. I was hoping that we were. Yeah. Yeah, another 10 out of 10. Um, very good. Very good. Um, Dexter finally getting his mojo back. W's. Um, him finally putting his brother to rest is a good thing. W's on that. Oh, that was very creepy at the end there. I guess I should have expected it because he appeared the freaking in the church, but honestly, I wasn't, but that was more subtle. You know what I mean? That wasn't popping out of the goddamn water. So that was him popping out of the damn water. I was like, what the? That shit was crazy. The finally getting his sister to I think, what is it, Maria? I believe it's Maria, right? Yeah, I believe it's Maria. or Deborah, sorry. My bad, Deborah. Yeah, for Deborah to kind of give her some push to get her own place. W's on that. Seems like now she's going to shoot to get her own place. That's good. And W's on that. Him admitting that he did it was, I don't know. It was kind of like, yeah, you should probably admit to that. Now, him saying yes to the other two things, I mean, maybe he was just doing that just to lead her in a different direction. Maybe that's what he was doing. And that's maybe that's the reason why he kind of did that, so that then she wouldn't kind of think that, you know what I mean, that he's a killer or something, or whatever. I kind of wish he kind of, in a way, I kind of wish he would have, excuse me, like, would have, like, told her also that he threatened, you know what I mean? That he was telling him that if you do anything to me, I'm going to kill you. You know, so basically a threat like that, and that's the reason why I also, you know, did what I did. You know, I feel like that could have been some good context, you know what I mean, to share, you know what I mean? At least in that situation, since you admitted to doing that, you know. But, I mean, hey, as long as you can make her believe that you're not good, not being a addict, because we know you're obviously not, then hey, then it is what it is, right? So, at least you were honest, in a way, relatively, about the situation that happened. So, honestly, you know, I think he's kind of playing his cards relatively good. W's on picking a new location for getting rid of the bodies, with the stream, you know what I mean? I'm hoping that doesn't freaking, like, backfire, you know what I mean? I'm definitely, that's a little concerning. Dude, that one is concerning, I will say. That one is very concerning. 100%. Yeah, that's concerning. Reason why. You. In theory, it sounds perfectly good. I just hope what scares me in that situation is that maybe one of the bodies, you know, or the pieces, you know, maybe one piece or something of that sort, you know what I mean? Because obviously he's, you know, cutting them up in some pieces. Might accidentally drift off to the right or the left, you know what I mean? Now maybe that's not really that much of a concern because maybe the stream is big enough to where you might not have that issue. Hard to say. You know? It's hard to say in that situation. It definitely is hard to say in that situation. Maybe he might be fine. I hope he is. I hope it is. I hope that theory actually works perfectly. And, hey, all things are good. You know what I mean? It was either that or go to the Mariana Trench. But then again, that's probably too far. That probably is too far, quite honestly. Though that would be a more ideal. You know what I mean? Just go to a spot in particular that nobody never went. You know. But then again, like I stated, that probably is too far. So hopefully the stream theory works perfectly well as he's going for. Hopefully. Because like I stated, that issue could be an issue if not dealt with correctly, right? So. I like it how he brought up all the other options, though. I mean, honestly, he should definitely keep them in mind. You know what I mean? Because maybe you should do that rather than throwing them in the water. You know what I mean? You know, so yeah. But yeah. So yeah, hopefully that goes great. Like so. And hopefully everything's all good. Like so. Hopefully. But yeah, well, that's the situation right there. Let me know what you guys thought. Apologies for having to do a two-parter. I apologize on that. But I'm just gonna make this statement now in this particular stream, and obviously in chat live streams and stuff like that going forward. And even when I do episodes 3 and 4. Obviously, and going forward, you know, when I continue on, I'll make it very clear that when I do the 2 episodes, that I may have to have 2 parts, you know, because obviously there might be that situation where I might have to do that. So, if I do, it is what it is, you know. Hopefully, you know, if the episode, you know, or I should say, if I jump into it quick enough, not knowing if it's going to make a difference or not, I don't know. But, you know what I mean, if I just jump right into it, and then, you know what I mean, be done with it in a nick of time rather than, you know, kind of, I don't want to say drag it out per se, but, you know, then maybe I'll be alright. But it's honestly, it's hard to say. It's honestly, it's hard to read them. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But that could be a situation going forward. I might have to put them in 2 parts going forward. If that's the case, it is what it is. With the part 2s going forward, if I do have to do them, you know, to continue the reactions for the, you know, 4th episode, 6th episode, you know what I mean? The next episode that's not the first one, you know what I mean, that I always do. Because obviously I do 2, so it would always be the second one in this case. Because it seems like I can get through the first one pretty much 100% before it even pops up. Relatively, or a majority of it at least. Before that thing even pops up anyway. So yeah, I guess, yeah, if that's what I gotta do, you know what I mean, then it is what it is. I'm just, what I'm gonna do with part 2, instead of, you know, doing what I did here, obviously, I'm just gonna continue right where I left off, right off the bat, and just say, and basically just jump right into it. I'll just say, so guys, Raze, part 2 continuing where we left off. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So, just to jump right into it, you know what I mean? And not to delay anymore. So, but yeah, so that's the situation. Hope you guys did enjoy, like I stated. Like, subscribe, hit that like button, 5 likes, that'll be awesome. Hit the subscribe when you guys are doing more for our content like this. Me continuing with Dexter Season 2. Very good start. 10 out of 10 on episode 2 as well. I'm loving this. I'm loving the series. It's freaking damn good. I like how a lot of things he kind of had a full circle with, and a lot of different situations with getting a bunch of criminals and a bunch of other situations that also went down as well. So a lot of that stuff kind of got fixed up, loosened up, So very curious to see. The next episode is looking pretty crazy in terms of, the lie situation. So that would be later in the week, maybe Thursday night or something like that. Stay tuned for that. Should be fire on Thanksgiving Day. So, hope you guys are having a great week so far. Hope you guys are. Subscribe, share around, would appreciate it. Social media, stay up to date. Be extra notified when I do go live or upload content like this. Of course. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end it off here. I got Headshot Bros continuation. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Over is signing out. Peace! Have a good one, guys. Much was to say.